All right, we are getting some breaking news. The Prime Minister has finally broken his silence on the tension at the LOC. He has said that the future of the peace process depends on Pakistan. Clearly, the Prime Minister putting the ball in Pakistan's court, saying that the ceasefire violations are happening from Pakistan's end. Managing editor Rahul Kanwal now joins us with more on that. Rahul, finally the Prime Minister has broken his silence and spoken about how the need for establishing good ties rests on Pakistan's shoulders.
Absolutely, Maha. We are here at the Army Chief's at home, at the Army Chief's residence, and I just managed to get in a word with the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh. He came in, he was very, very firm. He said that after this barbaric act, and I'm now quoting verbatim from what the Prime Minister told me, he said that after this barbaric act, there cannot be business as usual with Pakistan. This is by far the most stern message, Maha, that has been sent out by the Indian establishment to Islamabad, because so far it has been understood that the Prime Minister himself especially takes a very dovish line, a very moderate line on Pakistan. He's now come out and said that there is no question of there being business as usual after this barbaric act. He put the onus entirely on Pakistan to now respond. He said that given the brutal beheadings that have taken place, we will continue putting pressure on Pakistan to find out who the culprits are, who's responsible for this barbarism. In fact, in that brief interaction that I had with the Prime Minister, he mentioned this twice or thrice, saying it cannot be business as usual. You know, of course, that the liberal visa regime, which was supposed to come into play from this afternoon, that has now been put on hold. There's talk that the Pakistani hockey players will also not be allowed to play in the hockey league. The Indian government, which so far seemed very, very ambivalent after the army chief came out, spoke yesterday, literally laying down the ground rules. General Parnaik spoke this morning, the Northern Army commander. He said that he expects the government to fully back him, and this really is the first firm endorsement from Dr. Manmohan Singh, indicating it will not be business as usual. This can't just be about Aman Ki Asha. The Prime Minister coming out telling the Pakistani establishment that action must be taken. He says the MOD, MEA and the Army Chief have already communicated the government's position. He stands by that, and he wants Pakistan to get to the bottom of this barbaric beheading.
Rahul, should this political message from the Prime Minister have come in earlier, because we've seen the opposition pressing for it for some time?
Well, that charge has often been leveled at the Prime Minister's door, that he speaks late. The same happened during the Delhi protests, when there were thousands of people out on the streets protesting. Even then, it was accused that the Prime Minister spoke too late. But over here, he came, knew he would be encountering journalists. I saw just before he stepped down to interact with me and a couple of other journalists. He was briefed first by his own officials from the Prime Minister's office. He was also briefed, and he consulted with the Foreign Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid, who's just come in from Thimphu. He had a quick conversation. He came down and he went out and communicated this message, using the Army Day at home as an opportunity to communicate to Pakistan in no uncertain terms that it cannot and will not be business as usual. He said that. He said that, of course. The question, of course, is whether we will be able to now walk that talk and make Pakistan pay. He was asked about the fact that Pakistan is not admitting. He says we will continue to press them, we'll continue to work with them, put pressure on them to establish who was responsible for these barbaric beheadings. But the key headline that's coming out of the Prime Minister's brief interaction, and the message he wants to send really, is that it cannot be business as usual. And that, I think, is a big change. That, I think, is a very, very big change from the line the establishment has stood over the last few days. Because if you remember, the comment that Salman Khurshid, the External Affairs Minister, made in Thimphu was a very moderate, dovish comment, where he said that no, we have to continue to engage, we have to be moderate, we can't take an extreme line. This is the first time the Prime Minister has come out, and he's the one who really masterminds the foreign policy for the government. He's come out and taken a different line from the one he's been advocating and pushing in the establishment for the last several months.
Rahul, also Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was seen as a man making a desperate attempt to improve ties with Pakistan. In that scenario rather, how important is the message coming from him?
This is a very, very important message because this will now percolate down the system. The Ministry of External Affairs and others were so far taking a very dovish line because that's what was being advocated by the Prime Minister. I need to go because the national anthem is being sung, Maha.
Absolutely,
and it would be highly
Rahul.
inappropriate to continue this. Let this get over, let the President leave, I'll come back and we'll speak again.
Absolutely. We'll be speaking to Rahul Kanwal, who just spoke with the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister told Headlines Today managing editor Rahul Kanwal that after this barbaric act, it cannot be business as usual with Pakistan. Strong words coming there from the Prime Minister. Finally, the Prime Minister breaks the silence on about the tension on the LOC. Neeja Chaudhary, senior journalist, is now with us on the phone line. Neeja ji, how do you view this statement that has been made by the Prime Minister? It can't be business as usual. Very strong message there from the Prime Minister.
I think, the Prime Minister is considered a dove as far as Indo-Pak relations go. He's wanted them to improve and play a role in bringing this about. So if the Prime Minister is giving the kind of statement that it cannot be business as usual, he is deferring to public opinion in the country, which any leader has to take note of. And that public opinion is very agitated today. And somehow this message had to go to Pakistan that things, even though we want relations to improve, we'll keep the dialogue going, but things cannot continue the way they are unless some kind of adequate response comes from Pakistan.
Neeja ji, how do you see this specific message coming from the Prime Minister? Because all the time he was accused of trying desperately to improve ties with Pakistan and therefore remaining silent.
Relations to improve with Pakistan. There are a lot of people in India who would like that. We cannot be constantly enemies. We live in the neighborhood. You cannot choose your neighbors. All that is well known. And yet we cannot have the kind of things that recently we saw. It is one thing for firings to take place and soldiers to die on either side. Another thing for mutilation and beheading to be done, because that shows a certain message was deliberately sought to be sent to India. And any head of a democratic country has to take note of public opinion inside. He cannot move forward if that public opinion feels Pakistan is not doing enough to respond to the overtures made by India.
Neeja ji, stay with us. We also have with us Mr. Shashank Sareen. Sir, what do you make rather of the statement by the Prime Minister saying that after this barbaric act, it cannot be business as usual with Pakistan? A political message finally coming across from India.
I'm a little confused because the foreign minister says something else. Yesterday, the Prime Minister basically says what the army chief was saying yesterday. So either there is this deep division within the government and the right hand of the government does not know what the left hand is doing, or there's some kind of confused state of mind within the government. That's the first point. The second point is that, while the Prime Minister might be responding to the public outrage and might have finally decided that he also needs to weigh in on the side of the public opinion, the problem is that I think the Prime Minister lacks a lot of credibility in what he says.
All right, Mr. Sareen, I'll have to hold you on there for a bit. Rashid Alvi, Congress spokesperson, is talking. Let's listen into what he's saying.
तकरीब है आईएसआई, मिलिट्री और सरकार एक साथ फैसला करते थे। अब इसमें सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी अगर शामिल है तो इस पे मेरी तरफ से कुछ कहना उचित नहीं। देखिए ये फैसला सरकार का फैसला है। सरकार के पास तमाम मालूमात होती है, सारी इंटेलिजेंस की मालूमात होती है। ये फैसला सरकार करेगी कि देश के हित में क्या है, किस वक्त बात करनी है, नहीं करनी है, उनके साथ तिजारत करनी है कि नहीं करनी है, वीजा देना है कि नहीं देना। वो एग्रीमेंट जो हमारा उनका हुआ है, उनके होम मिनिस्टर आए थे, उस पे किस हद तक आगे जाना, ये सारे फैसले सरकार पे हैं, पार्टी सरकार के साथ। थैंक यू।
All right, that was Congress spokesperson Rashid Alvi. But the big news that we have at the moment is that the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has finally broken his silence about the tension on the LOC. He has said after this barbaric act, it is not going to be business as usual with Pakistan. That's the kind of political message that perhaps the country had been waiting for, but the Prime Minister chose not to speak for so long, finally taking the line that the army has taken.